By his grace I am redeemed, by his blood I am made clean, and I now can know him face to face. By his power I've been raised, hidden now in Christ by faith. I will praise the glory of his grace. Good afternoon, and it looks like, well, this is KeithJames. It doesn't look like that, I know that is true, but it looks like my headphone is back because my speaker is not broken. The speaker that I decried as being kaput yesterday was not kaput. I'm just not used to dealing with the rechargeable battery. In fact, I mismanaged the rechargeable battery on this speaker 20 years ago when I was using it, and I ruined the battery and made it die permanently. And while it was not broken, the battery had just gone dead because I unplugged it, and it was so dead that it wasn't registering. So after I signed off yesterday, I looked at the speaker and it had charged enough to register power. That's all it was. So you know, it's got a transformer you plug in the wall, the AC/DC, and it gets warm and it makes me nervous, so I unplug it. But and then there's also batteries that do not like to be over recharged, and they're batteries that they don't care if they're constantly being charged. This battery is supposed to be happy, constantly charging, so I can just keep the thing plugged in, or unplug it sometimes. I can keep it generally plugged in, and it'll keep charged, and my speaker's fine. So I've got my headset, my speaker for my singing voice, and my mic here, and this mic's going to be on a new boom, because it's really in my way. It'll be right here, but it'll be on a boom instead of the stand that's in my way. Anyway, this is KeithJames today again, with for St. James UCC of Allentown, on the corner of Walnut and 15th, and during the shutdown, we're not meeting still yet at church, and I'm providing some hymn playing in the afternoon, some modest piano playing of hymns, and a little chatter. Today, not too much chatter. And so that's the deal. Pastor Josh gives his message at 10:30 in the morning, and his Facebook page, his Facebook page streams at Knappenberger JD, and that's Knappenberger with a K-N and double P and Berger with an E. And he's at 10:30 giving us a message in these times of not meeting at church. And my hymnal fell apart here. I'm putting it back together. It's a spiral-bound edition. I want to show you the hymnal I'm going to use today. And today I picked alternating hymns that I was sure a lot of us would know, well, particularly the people that go to St. James, and then hymns that I don't know if you would know, that I didn't necessarily know either. So it goes back and forth. It looks like there's 8 hymns today, maybe. And I'm using a hymnal called Lift Every Voice and Sing. And it is an Episcopal hymnal that came out in the 80s, I think, and it in the 90s, 93. This is book 2. I think the first one came out in the 80s, and this was a revised edition. It's probably about the same. It is based on hymns that are popular in the African American or the Black American tradition. So it goes back to a lot of old Negro gospel songs, and also hymns that over the American history our Black friends and citizens and Christian brothers and sisters have chosen to use in their worship for their tradition. So a lot, I would say, not half, but a good chunk of these hymns are hymns we know and that they took from our tradition. They in their worship said, hey, we like these songs, and they took They took hymns from the American tradition, and they made their own songs in the fields and in their churches, their gospel songs. And this book is filled with some very large-handed gospel, hard accompaniments to play with a lot of chromatic, rich sounds. And I like to play around with those, but I can't play them securely to play them on, some of these I can't play them online. They're too hard. I'd have to practice them, and so but I certainly was able to pick out some songs that I can play for you out of here. The first one is, we're going to start with the one that I don't know if you know, and then we'll go to the one that you would know. I believe that's how it's going to work. So the first one's called Is Your All on the Altar? And this melody, I can't decide whether it's a melody I've heard or not before, so you might know this melody, but I'm not sure. And a lot of these hymns, they'll tell you whether they're Negro spirituals or whether they were written by American hymnists mostly. And this one now, I'm really not wasting time, but really dragging this down here. 135. Okay. This looks like it's an American hymn by Elisha Hoffman. I don't know who that is. Maybe he's an African American. I don't know. Then we have I Am Thine, O Lord. I have this marked as one that we know. Yes, we know this melody. A lot of people, this is a famous melody. I didn't grow up singing it. You all know that I grew up in more of an Anglican tradition. Okay, but we know this is a good old American hymn that I think a lot of us will know. I don't know if we sing this at St. James or not. Maybe we should, because I think we all know this. It's I Am Thine, O Lord. curious whether you know that and whether we know it other words or not. Okay, then we have take me to the water. Okay, this is a Negro traditional spiritual. Take me to the water, take me to the water, take me to the water to be baptized. None but the righteous, none but the righteous, none but the righteous shall see God. I love Jesus, I love Jesus, I love Jesus. Yes, I do. He's my Savior, He's my Savior, He's my Savior. Yes, He is. Okay, repetitive words, simple words, kind of like a modern day praise chorus. But it's a old Negro spiritual. Okay, and then we have I Surrender All. Okay, famous hymn. And this, I don't know if I've played this for you before. It's a famous hymn. Let's see if it's on my list. No, I have not played this hymn yet. And it's a famous one. I don't know if we sing this at St. James or not, but it's one that I'm sure we all know. I surrender all. And then we have somebody's calling my name. Oh, hush, hush! Somebody's calling my name. Okay, this hymn I've never sung in church, but it definitely made it into popular culture. I remember this hymn. I don't know where from, but it's. I think a lot of us might know it. It's a call and answer kind of hymn, I think. That's a fun one, but I think it needs a lot of singers to have fun with it, or a really good piano player. And then we have, where are we? It Is Well With My Soul. Okay, I think we know that one. We're going back and forth between hymns that I think you'll know and I don't think you'll know. This one I'm pretty sure you'll know. And we're also playing out of a African-American hymnal that the Episcopal Church put out called Lift Every Voice and Sing. Here we go. So it's a mix of old Negro spirituals and American hymns that the black community adapted as their own in their own worship in the oral history. Okay, It Is Well With My Soul. Here I Am, Send Me. Here I am, send. Oops. Oh, yeah. Okay, and we have one more. Great is thy faithfulness. I played this once by request just last week, and it was in here, and I thought I'm going to play it again. I think this was my father's favorite hymn. I think I sang it at my father's funeral. It was either this or How Great Thou Art. I'm not sure. It might be How Great Thou Art. One of those was his favorite hymn. Okay, great is thy faithfulness, and I hope you enjoyed the afternoon music. Oh, thank you, Carol, and hello, Carol. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you tomorrow. God bless you. Thank you.